Hey, welcome to day 3 of Vlogmas, and if I'm being honest, it's only day 3, and this was the most difficult day to make a video. I've basically been head down in work all day. It's Friday, so I'm trying to get finished up with everything that I have to do just for this week. I was finishing up this book called Youth Ministry by the Book. Some of y'all who are here because I've talked about parenting things and ministry and all of those things. But today I'm going to talk about this book that I finished up for work, finished reading it. What I'm doing is I'm helping translate the book, basically checking for idioms and things that might not make sense to a Spanish-speaking person. This book is by Roger Glidewell. He is the founder of Global Youth Ministry, and they're translating it into Spanish to use. But I wanted to talk about 4 or 5 points of interest that I actually highlighted as I was reading the book, and I thought I would talk about those and share them with you. And they're really quick, and they're not just for youth pastors. They can be used for parents. They can be used in your own spiritual life, all of those things. So the very first thing that I highlighted was we must help young people know that while most of us will never be the star of the show, we can be the light of the world. Something that I struggle with, honestly, is trying to be sometimes the star of the show. I want to be somebody. I want to make a difference. And the reality is, like this phrase says, that I don't have to be the star of the show, but I can be the light of the world. And so that one really stuck out. The second one was, because there isn't any substitute for prayer, if you want power in your ministry, it's best to start on your face, not on your feet. If you want power in your life, it's best to start on your face, not on your feet. It's best to start in prayer. Something that I often forget is that I need to be starting the day in prayer. And so that phrase was very interesting to me as well. Third thing was, you can impress people from a distance, but you're far more likely to impact people by being up close and personal. You can impress people at a distance, but you can impact people by being up close and personal. And that means a lot to me as somebody who tries to be the star of the show, or for many years has been somebody that people look up to from a distance. Understanding that bringing people in close is the best way to impact them. The fourth thing is a principle that he covers a few times in the book. Our task is to train youth to engage the world, not evade it. And then he goes on later in the book talking about parents, where he says, let's face it, many parents with whom you deal, talking to youth pastors, definitely are into protecting their children from the world rather than preparing them spiritually to face the world. A lot of people are into protecting their children from the world instead of preparing them to face the world. And it really should be the other way around. We as parents are supposed to be helping prepare our kids to face the world instead of only protecting them from it. And I know there are a lot of different ways to think about that. And as kids grow up, that kind of changes, right? When they're young, we protect. When they start to grow and mature, we try to prepare them for the world. And so that's important as well. And the last thing that I highlighted is, the best discipleship involves practical application of new knowledge and skills in meaningful ministry to other people. It's not about how much you know, it's about what you do with what you know. And so with that, I'm going to end this video. I hope those 4 or 5 principles from this book helped you out. Good book for youth pastors, good book for youth leaders, and we will see you in tomorrow's video.